Item on the agenda is to pay the bills. Question or comments? Motion to pay, Gary?
I seen it.
Ike second. All in favor?
Who made the motion?
It's got a picture of Abbeville in there.
Okay, I wasn't looking at, okay, so you want to oppose it?
Yes.
You got that?
That's the hill I'm dying on right there.
All right, item number 2, consent list. I didn't see any additions or corrections on the minutes. Y'all might see something, look it over. Tax office had a pretty good month. We're down at 97% collections for the year. Clerk's office kind of dropped off a little bit, not much, but a little.
We were slow
Yeah.
last month.
And not a whole lot of court activity.
Holly, we got any old activity going on at all? Got any
No,
lemon?
we're dead,
Is
no.
it dead? How long's that been like that, Holly? I hadn't asked you in a while. Couple months?
Oh, several months. I don't even think I've had a landman in probably 4 or 5 months now.
Not cool.
We're not filing anything either.
Have you ever seen that dead?
Not since I've been in the courthouse, no.
In the courthouse?
Yeah, since I've been here in '08, I've never known it to be this dead. You know, when I was working for Ronnie, it was pretty active down there during that time, about 2012, maybe. But it's been dead for a while now.
Okay, any questions, comments about the consent list?
Motion.
Got a motion to approve, Shorty second. All in favor? All right. Road and Bridge, Jackie is at a doctor's appointment this morning. The guys they think they're gonna have to start doing some blading down in the southwest part of the county. I guess maybe they were checking it out this morning.
That's
anyway.
what I called him. They told him they got an inch and a half at Wright's Chapel last night. So I called him this morning and told him they got an inch and a half at Wright's Chapel last night.
Okay,
So
well, they were going down there to look that over.
How much did you get?
See about
Inch and
taking
a
some
half.
blades down
They
there.
had one over there on that Yarborough on that north side the other day, about an inch.
No kidding.
Where was this at, yeah?
Down there in the west part of the county on Rouse the other day.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how much was it. I've got a brand new gauge, I just haven't put it up yet, but I got a pretty good shower at my place
I
last
didn't
night.
even get a drop.
Probably 3 or 4 tenths, maybe a half, I don't know.
We might have got a 10th and 10th.
I was shocked at how much rain I got. Anyway, anybody have anything on Road and Bridge?
Jackie told me we got, I was telling y'all that the new people moved in, wanting to widen their entrance way out. Gotta go look at that.
We put that covered in out there on that airport road the other day.
Yeah. Put the culvert in and they did some, wrap out there in front of that house.
Yeah.
I
It made a difference.
Yeah,
front of her house.
It helped them to
Yeah.
dust, I guess.
It helped a bunch.
That
And
stuff's
it's-
pretty good, ain't it?
It's my understanding, and they get that crusher up and going pretty good, they're supposed to put some of that crushed rock on the rest of that road down there. We do the blading and they do the hauling and furnish the material, but I don't know when that's supposed to come on.
I don't know what that stuff, we always talk about that gorilla slime.
That's what I
Yeah,
was,
well,
I was
it's
trying,
not-
I wouldn't, if it
Let
don't
me
come.
tell you something.
So-
If anybody been down on them roads?
Yeah.
Man,
No dust?
there is no dust. You can
It
go
did
down-
work then.
Yes.
That's what I was.
Yeah, I was down there
that's what I was-
Thursday, we drove.
Supposed to
back
have the
over
road
there.
together.
That thing,
Too.
I come back.
What'd
through,
they put that out with, Shorty?
I
You
don't,
know?
I don't know. If I go down that direction, I come around and drive my roads coming back. And I went through there in that truck and there was not
Yeah.
one bit of dust coming
Yeah.
behind that truck.
Yeah,
He
we
knows
was
that
down
road
there,
together,
there was,
but like-
there was a lot of traffic,
Okay.
but
For
it's
sure.
not any
It's
dust.
better than the highway.
Really?
The roads are down there.
Really?
Wonder what that stuff costs.
I don't know.
I think it's pretty high.
Is it really?
There's a guy over Rotan tried peddling some of that stuff to me. I can't remember what the guy's name was. Jonathan Yakovich. Y'all know who I'm talking about? He used to develop that, used to deliver that syrup, for your livestock. Anyway, he don't do any of that anymore. But anyway, he called me and wanted to show me. And I said, well, let's just cut to the chase. What's it gonna cost? And it's pretty high. And I said, we're gonna probably think about that. I mean,
I mean,
If you cut back on your blade and stuff,
But
it'd be
it's-
worth it. Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, depending on what it costs.
I don't know, you said you went Thursday, that was, I don't wanna say, 3 weeks ago when I went down it.
Yeah, that's down there. Jackie and I went down, drove all of that country down there Thursday, and, I'll sell a deal, I'm gonna have to call the folks out there, talk to them about it. The plan was they were gonna, take that power line down County Road 173. Looks to me like they're getting it set up to take it down 174. Because they've got all that cleared, they've got the big rebar, round rebar deals that they set in hole for, they pour the concrete to bolt them, the big power lines to. All that's been cleared and those things are lined out there on the east side of 174 down there. And they've resurfaced the road up to our county line from Jones County, but they've not done anything to that 174 down there. So I'm gonna talk to them about it. If they're gonna do that, I'll try to get them to resurface that road all the way around, which would be good, take it out, because there's a stretch of that between Don Bailey's where you turn and go back there between it and you drop off that hill down at Pyrones. Now from Pyrones on down, that's pretty good all surface, but before that, that's just dirt.
Yeah,
If we can get them to resurface all of that all the way around, if they're gonna put that, and I'm assuming that's probably where they're thinking about putting the battery storage facility out there. You know, they contacted me, that was not added in on our abatement agreement with them. And they said, I got an email from them, said they needed to discuss that with us, and that's the last I've heard from them on it. But I would bet that that's where, and see, that's just barely in Stonewall County. I mean, it's getting right on the edge down there, but it is in Stonewall County. So I've got to talk to those folks about that, see what the plan is, because initially, and I had several, contacts with them back and forth on email with their engineer down there about that power line going down 173, you know, and then they resurfaced it.
Well, that's what y'all told me, it was going down 173, and then I had to go down there and fix a tractor flat on that
Yeah.
Powers Road back there. And it's going down, that's
Yeah.
working over there, and I thought,
Well, that was their plan all along, but I guarantee you they're gonna go down 174, because they've already got the strip cleared, they've already got the big round rebar stuff sitting there that they've set in the hole, poured concrete to bolt the big towers to. So I need to talk to them about that, and see what they're gonna do with that road down there. But like I say, they've resurfaced the road in Jones County,
173.
but they haven't that portion in our county yet. So I'll let you find
that's
out
where
about
they put
that.
that grills.
Yeah.
It really impressed me.
Good.
Yeah.
I'll check on that, see what they cost. And how to put it out. If you gotta, if you just put it out like a Wiley spur like we've already got. So I mean, unless you gotta get rigged up and
I don't
everything
know
else.
what
Says
they.
here, anything capable of spraying water can be used to
There
apply.
you go, we already got that covered then. I got a strip out there on that golf course road, Lake Road. It's about twice the length of this room right here.
What does it say cost?
And I gotta take, I
Try
gotta
to
take
do
the
before I
pavement
done
out.
it yet.
I gotta do something different before Chris gets home for the,
Oh,
when he comes home this fall.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you,
Yeah.
I mean, like
Still
that
haven't got
airport
that
road,
fixed then. The longer it waits,
That
the
would
bigger that
be-
spot's gonna
It's just
get.
growing.
'Cause
keep people from.
when I first
about
discovered it,
Dust going in their house.
that spot was
Yeah.
about the size of that
Yeah.
bookcase right there.
Yep.
That
Bigger
happened
than more.
right there in
There's a
front of
spot,
Carla's house.
there's a good drip spot. I'm thinking you take the whole thing out, put crushed rock.
He hit
And
that
then
stretch there,
resurface it. Yeah.
no dust.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, there ain't no dust on that road over there. It's
And I can see, yeah, that
really
was
impressed me. I thought,
been
wow,
there
that's.
debating
Be
his
interested
hair.
to see what happens after it rains on it real hard. I mean, you know, when you finally get like a 3 or 4 inch rain if it
Oh,
stays.
yeah, well, we didn't have nothing like that. I bet it has rained though. I mean,
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking, when we finally get one, I mean, surely we'll finally get one. Trying to be optimistic.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, that, they've improved that on the airport road out there with the
Oh,
work
yeah.
they did on it the other day. And I thought they had already got that out there. They just
No.
haven't got to it yet, huh?
Yeah, there's a lot there.
Yeah. Well, the longer it waits, the bigger it's gonna get.
Did you find anything out on the bridge down
But I'll
I'm
find
not,
out
I have
about.
not, I have not heard from, Fraser at Sea. Did I meet, have we met since I went down and met with Matt Fraser? I hadn't had one. Okay, so Matt Fraser met us down there and, me and Jackie went down there. And he's gonna talk to Donnie. And they're trying to figure out what's gonna be the best thing to do there. But you know, we're talking about 20 foot on each end of that bridge with an approach.
there? How deep?
Well, it's going to be pretty deep there against that bridge, 'cause it's going to be deep enough they can get down there. That's got an embankment on each end, so they're going to have to dig down beside it far enough.
Pour
they can
solid
drip.
to the abutment.
Yeah, that they can put a good footing in there. And I'm thinking 18 inches.
Yeah.
With dowel pins and everything else, so they don't get into this deal. I mean, I'm afraid it's going to be a pretty look. It's going to cost some coin. That's what I'm afraid of.
Well,
If We'll see.
it's better than the 10 to 20% on the $4 million bridge.
when we finally get it.
Yeah, when and if we finally get it.
Yeah.
The thing
I
of
think
it is,
I think-
if we do that, do you think we'd even need to think about a bridge? Because
Well, you know what'll
the
happen.
pad on that bridge is still in pretty good shape, isn't it?
Yes.
It's just washing out on the,
The only thing is, yeah, it just, you know, on that Salt Creek Bridge, which is that bridge goes over by Joe and Susan Prowse's. You know,
Yeah.
that bridge went bad, so we built this really nice bypass with wrap and everything else. And the minute we got it built, TxDOT wouldn't condemn that bridge. Well, the minute we got that bypass built, got it all fixed. Oh, we're gonna condemn that bridge, build you a new one. It's kinda like, if y'all done this 18 months earlier, you could've saved us a bunch of money. But anyway,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
So I figure that's what'll happen. We'll get all that done and they'll show up, hey, y'all want a new bridge there? We'll fix you.
but they let us use that low water crossing as a match on building
right.
that bridge,
That's
so.
right. I mean, it all worked out, but
Yeah,
anyway, I don't know. I think what hurt my feelings was that when I talked to that guy and he told me all that, well, they come there and met us down there.
yeah.
And he told us, well, this bridge ain't even on the radar. It's kinda like 2 years ago, we started this conversation, we put it on the radar, and it ain't on there now, so. Cause you went to a TxDOT meeting, right?
Yeah.
And they was talking about it.
Yeah,
That guy acted like he,
yeah, and I've got to be in Abilene Wednesday to another TxDOT meeting down there, and I'm gonna bring it up again.
feel him out on that deal before we get too committed on this deal with Fraser's and
Okay.
see where we're at.
Yeah, 'cause I've got to be down there at 1:30, Wednesday, for
Okay.
the next meeting on that thing.
I can see us spend a pretty good chunk of corn down the time we poured all that concrete.
Yeah, well, we're talking.
Now, Ryan told me that they had bought all that stuff on the west side of that bridge. There used to be a bypass there, maybe in the county road. Do you remember that, Gary?
Yeah.
It used to be, was that the county road originally that went
Yeah,
around, kind
there was
of
a
jagged up through
bypass.
there? He said we could go down there and open that back up, because I don't know what we're gonna get into as far as how long that road could be, that bridge could be closed, so we'll have to back up and look at
Yeah.
that situation and see where we're at.
We're
Well, you'll
talking
have to
about
have
a
it
pretty
open.
good project then, time we do that, and then work.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, anyway,
Any- Anything else on road and bridge yet? You got all that discussion?
Discussion.
Okay. All right, let's move with it. Treasurer's quarterly reports. You got anything to add to that, Daniel?
Huh? No.
We got the deal here.
Same old, same old.
Got Quarterly financial report. Here,
Oh,
quarterly investment report.
I handed her the copy of the investment report. We'll just send her it.
I don't know if I've explained it, I know Gary knows it, but the newer ones on the court may not, and that, but you see with, you know, the FDIC insurance, you know, covers a certain amount, but when we go, and they do that all the time, the bank actually puts a surety, a guaranteed against all of our banking operations down there, anything we've got. It's a bond, and it usually amounts to quite a bit more than what we have in the bank. We have to renew those. It's a surety that they have in some bond. When that one gets its maturity date on that thing, then I'll sign the release on it, give it back to the bank, and then they pledge another bond as surety to cover all of our investments and stuff in the bank. So we're more than covered. Anything that FDIC wouldn't cover with that insurance,
Still
their
covered.
bond will cover it.
Was
And we're required by law to do that.
FDIC just covers to $1 million, right?
Yeah. So. They have any questions on Treasurer's quarterly reports?
Make a motion to
Yeah.
accept the treasurer's quarterly report.
Okay, got a motion. Gary second. All in favor? Any opposed?
You want me to table that?
We're gonna have to table at 5, so we got a
Motion
motion
to
to
table
table.
the
All right, we got a
audit
motion to table order report. Have a second on that, Shorty. All in favor? All right, we'll table that, so, and they didn't give Andy any indication of when they may want to come back, and it may be the next meeting, but we don't know. We don't know what the situation was, where they didn't make it. All right, item number 6, as you know, we got that rural ambulance $500,000 grant, and we're required to have it in its own separate account, interest-bearing account, but before we can open a new account down there, we have to have Commissioner's Court approval to open that account. And you're gonna open it as rural ambulance grant fund account, and that's the way you're gonna do
Yeah,
that?
that'll
Yeah.
work. And it needs to be a interest-bearing account.
Yeah, that's required, on that grant. We have to have those funds in an interest-bearing account. It's like any grant funds, basically, we get of any size down there. So we need Commissioner's Court approval to open that account.
I'll make a motion.
All right, got a motion to allow the treasurer to open the account?
I'll second it.
I second, all in favor? All right. We'll get that.
Put that tri-tri water grant at Haskell. What was it? Raffle and so. What was it?
Because there was something to do with the, federal part of that, some kind of, they do have some kind of medallion or something.
I was trying to think of that. I didn't know what the deal was.
Yeah, they were the only ones around.
That's right. I
Could
talked,
accept that money.
I talked to Ralph about setting up, and he said, man, it's a lot of trouble. Because, you know, just occasionally for us, so. You know.
All right, the next agenda item, 7, kind of confusion why we're having to do this. We are required, anybody who has access to the county's computer system, we now have to take, of course, we all have to take the cybersecurity course every year. We've just, I think everybody's completed that for this year. But now we're required to take certain AI training. And even though we're required to take it, then, but the Commissioner's Court has to agree for us to take it. Like I say, it's kind of, and that's what this, it says approve county's participation in tax-free AI training as required by Government Code 2054.5191. We have to do it. TAC's gonna provide the free training for it, but they require the Commissioners Court to approve for us to take the tax-free training on this thing.
If they- Well, that's outsmarting the Southern Cavalry right there.
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah, so
Right,
anyhow, we had to get some training on the AI stuff, so.
I'll make a motion.
All right, Shorty, motion, we
I'm
approve.
gonna vote against it.
Jerry Message, seconded, all in favor? It's just another one of those things where you think, you required us to do it, TAC provides the training, but we have to agree to do it. Anyway. All right, number 8, and I don't know what's on it, but I put, consider a burn ban on there. We got some rain around the county. You know,
What are you following?
we're not in hunting season yet. Come hunting season, I think that probably if it hadn't rained anymore, but we've got for the
It's
next,
gotta rain
actually
before it's
basically all this week, at least
Chance
reasonable
of rain.
chances for rain, they say.
I think we'll pass.
Huh?
I think we'll pass.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, maybe we'll get rain.
So
Yeah.
that's your motion
Yeah, I'll make a
that
motion.
we
We
not
don't
put
do
a
it.
burn ban in
Yeah.
effect at this
I
time?
I will.
I'll second it.
All right, that's a motion, Shorty second. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? I kinda expected that's the way it would go, but I wanted to put it on there anyway. And before the little shower last night, it was really dry. All right.
It's still dry.
Still is in places.
It's still right at my house too.
It's mine too.
But
All right.
maybe we'll get it rain this
I'm in
week.
my
Out
water
nine.
this morning. I ain't
Oh.
quit watering my trees.
Not me neither. I've been having a hard time keeping mine alive.
Yeah.
Vote for him, Gary.
I got nothing, y'all.
Shorty? Gary? All right.
Yep, dry.
Holly? Andy, you got anything? You have anything? No, you didn't. I just got a couple of things on here. We finally got audited on our SB 22 grant funds for the first year. That was the 23-24 fiscal year. They kicked out some stuff on our equipment. They kicked out a little bit on our payroll stuff. We ended up using 243,000 some. We sent them a check back for $6,544.58. So I didn't really, I had hoped we wouldn't have to return any of the money, but we still used, like I said, $244,000 worth of the grant funds, which is pretty good, but boy, that audit was a nightmare. It got crazy.
His was the lifesaver in that deal.
She worked
She
her butt off.
worked hard.
She
Yeah.
did.
She's the one that kept getting
Yeah.
it down.
Back and forth. I talked 2 different times to the auditor that was auditing that report on the phone. It was hard to make her understand what was doing on this thing. I mean, of course, she's looking strictly at documentation on it, and there was a couple of errors on our part, I'll admit that. And all she wanted to look is the things we had made errors on, and that's what they were gonna go by, and she didn't want to accept any other explanation for any of it, so. But after about 2 weeks of back and forth on that thing, and it just about drove my secretary into ulcers, I think, they finally accepted what we were showing, with the exception of this $6,500, so we cut them a check and sent it to them. So, just let y'all know about that. We'll cover that in the budget workshop, so. Anybody have anything else for open forum? That's all I have on that. Oh, one other thing on open forum, let you know. I will be speaking to Jake Letterly at 10 o'clock in the morning about the abatement negotiations, the process on that. We'll see where we're at. Haskell County, they settled on theirs, voted on it. Judge Thompson sent me a copy of their agreement on that thing, and I forwarded it on down to Jake for him to look that over. It's not something I wanna agree with for us, what they did, but because of what Haskell's done, Nolan County's done, Taylor County, where they almost capped us at some point because they've gone in pretty cheap on it. So, we'll see. Jake's supposed to call me at 10 o'clock in the morning, and we'll go over this stuff and see what we got. So I'll keep you all informed. Okay. Anything else on open forum? All right. Item 10, budget workshop. The only other addition that we made since we talked last time is we're gonna have to up quite a bit our portion that goes into the juvenile, or our probation department.
And actually, we already had 5,000 budgeted in
Yeah.
that line item, so we're not gonna have to change.
It's not
the
gonna change
budget.
much, but what we're gonna be sending them is
It's gonna be
gone
more.
from a few $100s up to about $4,000,
Yeah,
basically what it amounts to keep our probation department financed.
What's that?
We pay 14%. Yeah,
go back.
On the right one?
yeah.
On page,
4-6.
oh, he just took his budget out. I didn't bring new budgets.
Yeah.
I would say, I don't see one.
Yeah, I don't see one
No,
either.
I didn't, because I didn't make any
No,
changes.
I just another day.
That's all right.
Because we already had that one at 5,000.
Yes.
So we're waiting on figures from the appraisal district to figure out tax rates and all of that. So,
Hey, Anya, how come you lowered, attorney ad litem by 20K and you, lowered, indigent defense by 15K?
because they just weren't,
You just don't use that much money
No.
when it's all said and done?
used to we did, especially indigent defense, but
Kinda let up?
yeah.
Good.
And the
Some-
attorney ad litem,
You know, the whole court system has slowed down.
Well, I mean, it goes from
Yeah.
98 to, or from 131 to 98, that's a pretty good
Yeah.
jump. So,
Yeah.
for our budget, it's
And
a
of
lot of
course,
money.
the lion's share of ad litem fees comes through the district court.
Sure.
Because that's where the big money is. My court, our ad litem fees, most of that is generated for just these little misdemeanor cases, and we've just flat not had many. And most every misdemeanor case, you know, they want attorneys for those, and it's just, but most of that comes through the district court.
Okay.
And we just had the grand jury, I don't know whether they true billed anybody on it or not.
Yeah.
They did.
We had 5 new indictments.
Yeah.
Well, no, 6 new indictments, 3 on 1 person.
6 indictments.
Yes, sir.
Are those, is that a state felony? Is that what that is?
They're all felonies. It can be
Yeah.
any degree up to 3rd degree or state jail felony. So they start at state jail felony, and then it's felony 1, felony 2, felony 3.
See, I know, I've been in so little trouble, I don't know what you're even talking about.
Well, that's a good
That's a
thing.
good thing.
Yes, you don't want to know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
The only thing is, the word felony really screws everything up.
Felony.
Makes it real serious.
Felony's serious, yeah.
Yeah. I talked to
It's above
Mike,
misdemeanor.
to the DA, because he's handling our misdemeanor cases, and we've got 4 coming. We've got set for docket in a couple of weeks. And I asked him about if Kristen had got the interlocal agreement put together on paying them for their
Sure.
service to us. And then he asked me about, Mr. Payne, about, getting a residency here and all, and I told him, yeah, it should be sometime probably mid-October to 1st of November. He said, well, if he's coming in, he said, I don't know. So I think he's just gonna take care of it, and that's gonna be it. That's kind of what I got, but, I was waiting on Kristen, and of course, she's been tired to get a interlocal put together on this, and if she does, it'll be patterned basically on kind of what agreement they've got with Throckmorton County.
Right.
What we could end up paying as much as the county attorney's base salary. But since they're just doing a few and it's I think there's something like with the Throckmorton County, $6,000-7,000 a month on that. Of course, they handle several cases over there for them too. But he just kind of indicated that, we just got these few cases and got Mr. Payne probably gonna be our next county attorney when his residency, it fits the bill. And so he said he'd probably just take care of it, we wouldn't worry about it. So that's where we're at on that. And you got anything else on budget? I mean,
No,
that
like I said.
pretty much everything is not changing from last year except these few items we talked about on this thing.
We're just waiting on the values from
Of
the
course,
approval.
be thinking about on that, if you think you wanna go along with adding a third deputy into that, after our next meeting, we talk about it again. Sometime in the next few days after our next meeting, I'll be posting a proposed budget. Once I post the proposed budget, clock starts, then we have 25 days to take action on adopting a budget and setting a tax rate. Which usually, I try to do that where it'll coincide with our second meeting in August. And of course, we'll have to have a public hearing, send the notices to the paper and all that. So be thinking about that, because I'd like to kind of have this budget nailed down after our next meeting. So if you've got questions or got reservations about it, please, let's talk about it next time. Or we can talk about it today if you want to. But
I talked to one of them kids down at the pool the other day. They said
Huh?
I talked to one of them kids down at the lifeguarding, grandkids had a swimming party.
Yeah.
They said that $15 made a lot of difference.
Made a lot of difference.
It did.
Got some happy kids that's
Yeah.
tickled that they're involved in that. And matter of fact, I've had 4 or 5 more that's made comments, boy, I sure wish we'd tried taking up on that. So, but yeah, it's and that pool has really worked well this year. Of course, we're gonna be shutting down early. We've only got 3 more weeks.
Well, it's
on
hard to
that,
believe.
When
because,
does school start?
that they start 2-a-day. School starts seems like earlier every year, but they start 2-a-days the 1st of August, which is on Friday.
Next month.
Have
Next
2-a-days Friday, have
Can't we
2-a-days
just not start
again
in
on
September?
Saturday.
After Labor Day.
No kidding.
No kidding. So August the 3rd will be our
No,
last
it's early
day.
August.
Of course, all the kids,
When does
our
school start back?
lifeguards
August?
are all in sport,
11th.
except 2
August 11th.
that's already out of high
August
school.
11th.
So we'll have them to cover, and then
Yep.
that Sunday will be our last day.
But we didn't get no spring
August
breakaway
the
back there or anything.
And
Well, I know your church is making announcements about that youth deal down here at the Central on Wednesday night. I thought, man, we're already gearing up for school. It seemed like kids just got out the other day.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah, but it seems like they start earlier every year, so I don't know. But Kennedy Sugars she's done an excellent job down there for us this summer. And it's kind of nice to have an adult down there,
Yeah.
at all times.
maybe have some longevity to
Yeah.
it.
So, anyway, that's where the pool's going. Of course, it gets more expensive every year. Just the chlorine we buy those 3-inch tablets, we get them in 50-pound buckets. 4 years ago, a 50-pound bucket of that chlorine was about $45, $50. They're $180 now for chlorine. So that's kind of where we're at with all that. Everything just got. Now, one thing I am going to try to do down there, and it hit me this time, why it's never dawned on me before about that thing, but there's a safety issue down there I'm going to address as soon as the pool is closed down this year. And the reason it did, I went down there, I think it was on a Saturday morning, just to check everything out. And I could see water just flowing out of that pump room.
Oh, good.
Unlocked it, stepped in there, water was a little better than ankle deep. We had one of the big unions where it jets off the pump, goes back into the pool. It had cracked and it caused it to loosen, and water was just going everywhere, water running out of that thing about, oh, it's good ankle deep. Of course, that got that floor drain. The first thing it did is wash sleeves and stuff and stopped it up. And I'm standing in there in that water about actually better than, he's already getting up into the pumps. And I reached up there and cut that big pump off. Then it dawned on me, you could have just electrocuted yourself. But we've got no way of cutting that electricity off to that pump house outside.
Yeah.
So
It
as soon as we
definitely-
shut it down this year, I'm gonna get one of our local electricians to go down there and figure out a way to put
Put
some kind of
disconnect.
shut off outside.
I agree.
Because I don't want anybody having to wade in there and ankle to half knee-high deep water to try to reach up there and cut those switches off. You know, shut it down.
That's a horrible plan.
And I've been in there when we've had leaks before, and it never even dawned on me. But that water was so deep in there that day, when I reached up there and hit that switch to cut that pump, of course, it's just an open little switch, you just flip on in there.
Sure.
And I thought, Christ
Neat.
almighty.
Need a disconnect box outside.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna remedy that. I didn't wanna do it, while we're still operating this year, because we'd had to shut the whole thing down for a while. But as soon as we close the pool down this year, I'm gonna get one electrician to go down there and fix that. So, anyway. Anybody have anything else on budget workshop? Anya?
Most adjourned.
All right.
Second.
Second.
We are adjourned.